over the years between that youth group and now, I sought out various churches, Protestant and Catholic churches, that would be a better fit for me, for my beliefs and values. And I finally felt like I met a good match here. This is probably the longest I've been involved in one church in my adulthood. I guess growing up Catholic, there's a lot of tradition, if any of you are aware of that. And some of that is a good feeling of comfort. And there was enough here that I found outside of other Protestant churches that really meant a lot to me. The way we do communion here, that's what I was used to. Walking up the aisle and receiving communion from someone. And I miss that right now. And hopefully, once COVID is under control, we'll be able to do that again, or at least something like that again. Another thing that meant a lot to me was reciting the Apostles' Creed. We did that every Sunday in the Catholic Church, and I know we do it some here, and that is another sense of comfort. But I was always looking for something more that the Catholic Church didn't provide me, and there's enough different here to give me that, to make it more of an enriching experience. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, River City, for that. Now, about giving to the church and what motivates me. We all know about tithing and all the biblical teachings. I'm going to focus on my personal reasons for giving from the heart, from my heart. First of all, I believe it's the right thing to do, to give, to share our financial gifts that are given from God, as well as our talents and our time. These are not ours to keep to ourselves. God gives us these to share. As I said, I grew up Catholic. I also grew up in a small town in central Kentucky with one of 6 children. My father was a small town barber, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. We didn't have much money to spare. But every Sunday, I saw my dad give his envelope in the offering plate. My parents also both volunteered at events, bingos, and church socials. It was a sacrifice for them, both money-wise and time-wise. But that instilled in me a sense of pride and a sense of obligation, and I appreciate them for that. Another reason to give, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm part of something so much bigger than me. The more I put into this, the more I get out of it. By investing in the church, I feel I am more vested in the church and all the good that it does. It deepens my relationship to God. Outside of the church, we all focus on investing in our own personal financial well-being. Should we not also focus as much on investing in our spiritual well-being by helping promote the church and giving to it? Also, we spend our time and our money making our personal houses more than just a house, but a home. Shouldn't we also want to spend time and money to make this building, this house of worship, more of a home, a spiritual home? Another angle of giving that makes so much sense to me is this. Look at all the entertainment and services out there that we have little problem spending our money on. Movies, sporting events, concerts, etc. Shouldn't we also pay for the services and entertainment that we receive from our church? We have great music. Thank you very much for all involved in that. We have great testimonials from members of the church and outside the church, and great sermons. Thank you, Derek, and others. We have a nice house now, or a home now, in which to worship. This is entertainment for our souls, our spiritual selves, our emotional well-being. Are those things not just as important as those others that we don't hesitate to pay for? Does our church need our support for it to survive? Yes. But the church's survival is also important for our spiritual growth and well-being. The church is a charity for so many people, but needs charity from us to survive. It's a circle. The church needs us, and we need the church. Let us all do our part to keep that circle intact. Thank you for your time.